Go.
They are blue and silver bleeding, multiple Super Bowl winning. Call them America's team. You know them, I know them. They are the Dallas Cowboys. They were formed on January 26, 1960, and they were the first city south of D.C. to have a football team. It was up to the Washington Redskins to allow Dallas to form a team. Before they were called the Cowboys, they were known as the Steers and the Rangers. When the Cowboys' first owners, Clint Murchison Jr., finally decided on the team name, the Cowboys were officially on the roster for the National Football League. They've become one of the most successful teams in the history of the NFL. The longest streak they ever earned was with 20 consecutive seasons, the most playoff games, which is a 58 big wins, winning 33 of those. They also earned the most appearances in the NFC Super Bowl. Unfortunately, they haven't seen one since 1995, which is the last time they received their rings. They became the first team in NFL history by winning 3 Super Bowls in 4 years. The 49ers and the Cowboys are tied for the most Super Bowl wins, ringing in 5 wins, a little behind the Steelers, who have won 6. As you heard, it's easily explained how they became America's team, and they have America's sweethearts, also known as the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders, on the sidelines cheering them on. Quarterbacks are essential to football teams. Big names who have played for the Dallas Cowboys were Don Meredith, Roger Staubach, Troy Aikman, and the current Tony Romo. Joseph Danny Don Meredith played for the Cowboys for 9 seasons, which lasted his entire professional career. He was the MVP and was named the Pro Bowl of his last 3 years as a player. Following his career with the Cowboys, he became the color analyst for NFL telecast for the next 14 years. Roger Staubach was drafted by the Cowboys on the 10th round for the future draft pick by the NFL professional allowed the Cowboys to draft him before his college eligibility was over. He didn't play professionally until 1969 as 27-year-old rookie. The Chiefs were also interested, but he chose wisely while picking the Cowboys. He began his season as a starter in 1971 once Craig Morgan lost the Super Bowl number 5, and then once the season started to the New Orleans Saints. In 1972, he missed most of the season because of a separated shoulder injury that came out in the near end of the season to play the 49ers and won, also winning his regular job back and kept it till 1979, where he stepped down from quarterback after his second Super Bowl win in 1977. Following his career also, he went into real estate and made the rest of his living there. Troy Aikman has to be the most known quarterback to ever play for the Dallas Cowboys. Many people were fans of him during his reign on the team. He played for the Cowboys for 12 years. During his first seasons with the boys, he led off to a good start of 6-7, and on their 12th game against the Redskins, he was injured. Aikman, just like Staubach, led the Cowboys to several Super Bowls and made it tough for the quarterbacks who followed them. During the 2001 offseason, Aikman was waived a day before he was due a $70 million 7-year contract extension and ultimately announced his retirement on April 9th after failing to find another team. He extended his career as the Cowboys he ended his career as the Cowboys' all-time leading passer with 32,942 yards. 90 of his 94 career wins were in the 90s and were the most by any quarterback in any decade until Peyton Manning surpassed him in the 2000s with 115 wins. Presently, Aikman is third on that list, also trailing Tom Brady. The fan favorite, current quarterback of 13 years, Tony Romo, keeps coming back to the field better and better every season. He played college football for Eastern Illinois University and NCAA Division II-A school. At Eastern Illinois, Romo won the Walter Payton Award in 2002 and led the Panthers football team to an Ohio Valley Conference championship in 2001. Since Romo was not selected in the 2003 NFL Draft, Romo signed as a free agent with the Dallas Cowboys. After 2 seasons on the team, Romo placed the Cowboys' previous starting quarterback Drew Bledsoe during a game against the New York Giants in 2006 season. Romo was the Pro Bowl selection for 2006, 2007, 2009, and 2014 seasons, all seasons in which the Dallas Cowboys made it to the playoffs. He had also broken Dallas Cowboys team's record, including most games with at least 300 passing yards and games with 3 or more touchdown passes. Since 2006, Romo's passers rate in the fourth quarter is higher than any other NFL quarterback. Although he has been consistently noted for his lack of postseason success, reflecting in his 2 playoff wins in his 13-year career. Something all these players have in common are their strive to be the best. They make sure and go out on the field with nothing less than the idea of winning constantly on their mind, whether currently or all the way back in 1969 when footballs were actually made out of pigskin. These men have set standards high for the NFL and all American sports. They will always and forever be known as America's team, and no one can take that away.